Hi, and welcome to the second of 3 videos for section 3.3. Now I know what you're all saying, uh-oh, he forgot to erase the board in between videos. No, I didn't. Left this last example up for a reason. In this video, so you can see from the timestamp, it's a pretty short video, and that's good news because that's what synthetic does, synthetic division. It takes this long process and makes it into a real quick process. And that's why I left this example up. So synthetic division says the following. When dividing by x minus c, and that's the critical piece here. So actually let me change colors just to make sure that we understand this is our critical piece. So when dividing by x minus c, x minus some number, we can just use the coefficients and c to divide the polynomials. How we're going to do this is as follows. So if we look back at this last example, in this case, I have x minus c. So my c is what? My c is equal to 3. If I had instead, let's say, so i.e. if I had x plus 2, well, x minus c means that what? That would be negative 2, so it's kind of like that IHOP thing. In this case, c is what we see because we have a negative, but here I would have to rewrite this as x minus a negative 2 because it's got to be of the form x minus c. So whatever I see, S-E-E, so I see negative 3, so positive 3 is my value of the letter c. And I visually see a plus 2, so c is minus 2. So when I set this up, I'm just going to use the coefficients. So I have what? 2, negative 7. I still need my placeholder, the 0. And then 5. And I'm dividing that by c, which is 3. Now, let me flip this bar around actually. So instead of the division sign we normally use, flip it upside down. So it almost, those guys almost go in a box. Draw yourself a line underneath of it. And the process we're going to do now is the same for every time we do synthetic division if we have x minus c. First thing we do, just bring this first guy down, 2. Whatever this number is, just comes down below the line 2. Now, multiply these two, so we get what? 3 times 2 is 6, so that number comes up here, and now we don't have to worry about subtraction. Over here we had subtraction, so we were all worried about the negative signs, this, that, and the other. You don't have to worry about that here. Once you have a number, so you multiply, that number comes up here, and then just add these two together. Negative 7 plus 6 is negative 1. Repeat the process. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. That number comes up here, negative 3. And then add down. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Repeat again. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. That comes up here. Whoops. Keep my color straight, sorry. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, so I get negative 9 here. Add down again, 5 minus 9 is negative 4. Because we were dividing by just x, and that's why this is going to work, our answer, the value was 1 degree less, right? Because this was x to the third divided by x. One of the x's will cancel, so we get x squared. If this was x to the 10th and I'm dividing by x, I'd get x to the 9th. So whatever I started with, x to the 3rd, subtract 1, x squared, and then start going in decreasing order. So I get 2x squared minus x to the 1st minus 3x to the 0, which is 1, minus 4 over what I was dividing by, x minus 3. And you'll notice it's the exact same answer we got when we did long division. So as long as we're dividing by x minus c, we can use synthetic division, and you can tell this is a lot quicker, a lot cleaner, a lot less chance for making a quote-unquote dumb mistake. And so when we're able to use synthetic division, that's the route we want to go. That's it. End of video 2. Come on back. We'll look at video 3, and that'll wrap up the videos for section 3.3.